All right, what's up, guys and girls? This video is just going to be me finishing up an arena grind for a 4-star Omega Sentinel. So nothing groundbreaking, but basically just going to do that and ramble. So if you guys want to follow along, enjoy. All right. I don't usually do arena unless I'm doing a featured, which is rare. I don't even get milestones anymore, really, but she's going to end up in war. I'll tell you what, Omega Sentinel will be on defense, and I'm pretty sure she's going to be a pain, so I wanted to get her at least a 3-star to duel, but the 4-star is better, you know. Both, really. Oh, yeah, that hurt. Unbelievable. Wow. I just got rickrolled. Ridiculous. I don't even know how to use null, really. I mean, I think it's like level 1 and then level 2. Arena is where I generally, I mean, this is where I've always like gotten better, or at least just knowledgeable in all. With any of these new champs. So many champs these days, and they come so often. What is it, over 200 champs in the game now? Oh, it's a lot. Oh man, Quake, who knew? Man, all right, get it together. Why not? Let's do this. I don't think it really matters. No, I wish mine was duped just because, and Claire, but I don't really use Claire at all. She is really useful. She is a great champ, but so spongy. She's got some pretty explosive criticals though. And they seem to be pretty frequent. I think she's got a really high crit rate, right? Like highest base crit rate in the game or something, maybe? Close. Null just screams suicides. And I don't run suicides, like, ever. A few things, right? So, like, rerunning them is a pain. That already takes way too much time, and you have to do that basically at least once if you're playing war, because you can't play some suicides. So you're doing it at least once every other day, I guess, but probably more often than that, and that alone is already annoying. 2 is like, I get both sides, you know, so you pay to unlock each mastery. If it's an advanced mastery, then you pay to lock each rank, and you have to pay each time. You know, you remove. Okay. Damn, I usually pick her. think it's just a variable. We go with anymore. You know, you got to pay to unlock each time, or you got to pay to unlock each rank, and then pay to respec into each rank. Yeah, let's do this. I get both sides, you know. I mean, you do pay. Like, we'll just use. I can't even use a class mastery. I was going to use class mastery, but that's not a good example because those are just gold once you unlock them. But like, so if those are like 150 cores per, so it's like 4,500 units, I think, to max unlock a class mastery. But it only costs gold to spec into it. But then the issues are like, you have to spec it 15 into any tree to access 15 or 30 or 13. I think might be 15 from a previous version, or it might be 13. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's 15 no matter what. Attack, defense, or utility. It's going to cost that. That was dumb. Can't dash back in on that one. Got him on the dash back. Yeah. I wanted to concentrate there for a bit. So yeah, either way, let's just assume it's 15 because I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So you're going to attack. You want mutagenesis? Is that what it is? That's 15. You got to pay 15 to get there. Tech collar. Wait, what else is in the? Oh, skill, pure skill. That's right. Either one. 15 to get there. Both of those are terrible. No, the whole, so like, where was I? So, we're going to do all robots here. And I cannot do the multitasking today. I usually have teams, guys. Yeah. So it's not all tech. Even though I have an all tech team coming up. So getting off on a tangent, but so it costs. Let's do that. So let's say suicides are what? It's basically like, I don't know, 50 or maybe a 50, 30 to full spec into suicides each time. Maybe it's 50 to 60. I don't know. Somewhere around there. I've done it a lot, but I never bothered to calculate it, to be honest. I basically only do it for arena if I'm grinding for a featured. I don't use it for any champs in war. I definitely wanted to. Like, She-Hulk could really hit some bomb level 2s. She-Hulk can hit some bomb level 2s with like max recoil, right? And poison. Like, you wouldn't even have to go into bleed because you wouldn't need it. You know, she's poison immune, so you don't have to worry about that. I don't even know how Ultron works. You just mash buttons or what? Quite fast enough. Yeah, She-Hulk, max recoil, max liquid courage, that's what? So liquid courage is 30 attack, recoil is 60, pretty sure it's 60% attack on specials. Now you're taking 10% damage and that freaking hurts, but God, what a freaking boost, right? Can't do anything. fact that his is unblockable, right? And you can just run up to him. It doesn't matter. Unblockable and unstoppable. Like, you get to 10 protocol and that's it. They are going to take that no matter what. And unless they have some way to get around that, like, and it's passive, so like gets around debuffs. So yeah. Anyway, so She-Hulk would be like, what, 60, 90%, plus 90% attack from max recoil and just in liquid courage. And then you wouldn't have to touch, coagulate, right? So that's great. You know, that is awesome. But I mean, you could go the coagulate, you know, plus 30 more attack, you know, route. But then you basically have to, you can get around if you're playing like a science or something. You know, you could just immediately shrug that. But then it comes back to having to go respec, you know. But so getting back to what I was originally saying, who else paired? I mean, you can basically pick anyone now. Falcon, Vision, no, really. Here. What do we have here? Rupture, Black Widow, Potency, like she needs it. Never really used that synergy, but seems solid, like most of these. Some are like, wow, this synergy's badass. But then most of these are like, it's like a gradual, it's like a bump increase in something, you know. It's all fine. Gosh, I have to play here. Damn. That's ridiculous. Well, we're going to do the counter class. But so, like, you know, let me just do the math. So it's what, 15 for, that's 30. Knock her down. Nope. It's ridiculous. We don't really need it though. Get out of here. Let's see. Yeah. That slow up. I like Red Guardian though. I do. But it all comes down to. It's not gonna kill him. God, dude. I might. No, he's a 5-star. I'll live. 1%. It figures. Yeah, see, it all comes down to Mr. Fantastic synergy. That's what it comes down to. Now, this is all almost always from the perspective of war. Resist, I love it. Unintentional, but I love it. Got him. Slow ass. Take too long. So yeah, what is it? 6, that's 10. Maybe it's 12 per on suicides. Regardless. Oh, I do this number here. This is what I've been doing here. That's strength, you know? It's the strength. That's strength. That's a good synergy. And my dorm's rank 3, so, you know, it works out. Dormammu. I mean, he is, He's got amazing power control. He'd be a good champ. I just think he needs a value update. His kit's pretty good. Like his soul detonation and however you activate it with heavy, it doesn't work right. I mean, it seems like it's inconsistent, or literally I've been doing something wrong the entire time that I've ever played him. He's been around for a very long time. I think I actually did a grind for him in 4-star arena to get him. Pretty sure that happened. Oh, it's like I immediately lose half-life. That is so weird. It's like that clap, it's stunted. It's so stunted. There it is. Ah. Infuriate gets him every time. I think that's already the milestone, but I'm going to keep going for a bit. Run the juicy part of my roster, you know, those rank 3s. I don't have anyone else. Not even at rank 2. Colossus. But he's junk. We'll use him. Maybe they do the same thing, don't they? God, don't really have any options here. Go with this turd. No. Does that work? Oh, he does have one, doesn't he? I thought. Enemies. Look at that. One of each class. That works out. But yeah, so suicides, right? So they definitely, it's annoying. So now you're paying what? 24 plus the other stuff. I mean, you're paying 30, 40 units to rerun every time. And I understand, you know, I would use them way more often. And even in war, if they had loadouts. That alone would be enough for me to at least use them with maybe some kind of frequency. Definitely more than I use them now, which is never. Only time I ever use them is for arena if I'm grinding for a featured champ. That's literally it. Ooh. Otherwise, yeah, too much time. Don't want to spend the units, and I really, you know, the recoil sucks, and I get it. It's a totally different strategy with suicides. It's entirely different. You're looking at the fight like, okay, just break it down into like She-Hulk, you know? Most fights, she would end in like 3 level 2s. Especially because each one is adding a petrify, so any debuffs on the opponent, they're, you know, assuming they have willpower, which they will, they're also getting wrecked and just melting. So I could definitely see no armor break, so I'm gonna go straight to level 2 here. Bomb. Still hurts. I could definitely see plus 90 attack, and that doesn't even count. That's just max liquid courage and then max recoil. So then you're going to be boosted on top of that. And the beauty of not having double edge is that it doesn't scale. There's nothing to scale with boosts. So like for instance, like if you're using someone that's not immune to poison, you know, the reduction, all that it just scales with boosts. So I guess him and then Sinister, that's right. How is this guy? Hiding in plain sight. Anyway, you don't have to worry about that with She-Hulk, or, you know, someone that's immune to poison. Even if they're not, you know, the bleed scales too, so it's all relative. But if you don't have either of those on you, then you're good to go. This. Yeah. Let's put some work in Daredevil. But yeah, so if they had loadouts, then I would definitely be into suicide usage. But I mean, I really want, in addition to that, I definitely do want that. That hurts. Bob. I want new masteries. I want more points. Man, like, give us... I think that... Man, I read that, like, basically there is a handful of... Or quite a lot, I don't know, thousands, tens of thousands more of summoners that... Because I guess they added one extra mastery point to the game early on in the game's life. I think it was for a quest or something. Full yellow bar, love that. And so there is, I think the total in the game right now is 60, and most people have 59, but there's a couple out there. Brawler. Rolling. Yeah. Masteries. I want newer ones. That'd be cool. And then we're not here yet. We're still on mute. I don't want that. Maybe that's what I get for core here. Sorcerers. Oh, look at that. That's exactly what we do. That worked out. I think it's a level 1 start one as well. Slow. Yeah, it all works out. Slow on heavy. Stifle this guy. Missed that parry. Parries matter. Pew. But the you know, I could see why players are like, man, I paid for the masteries, right? I pay to unlock Suicides and Assassin, any of them really. You're alive. So why can't I rerun them for free? That's the argument. And yeah, it does make sense. I get it. I definitely understand that. And then there's the business perspective, from Kabam, which is probably something to the effect of, well, we charge you for units, and you have to pay to rerun masteries. That's the way it works. So essentially, costs money. But I mean, it's a business. It's a business after all. I mean, that's why I think middle ground should be the goal here. Charge, but okay, if you're gonna charge, give us loadouts, some new masteries, a few extra points, and make them cheaper. And also allow us to allocate and remove one at a time, or like a stack maybe, but really one at a time. That's what it should be. Because I mean, a lot of times, like, you want to tune them, and like the only time to really do that is when you offer free masteries for days, a week or two. I mean, Kabam's done it a handful of times. Yeah, I mean, don't want to do any counterclass nonsense here. Yeah, let's do that. So that's what I think needs to be the achievement here. It's like, okay, so give us loadouts, some extra mastery points, some new masteries, and then allow us to remove and reassign one at a time. And even if all that was met, right? If all that was achieved, okay, charge what you're charging now and don't change the price at all. Because if you're allowing us to remove one at a time instead of an entire tree, which is just ridiculous. Test those limits. Yeah, use it to your advantage, baby. Oh. Then yeah, I mean, then you're not having to remove a whole tree. Keep the prices where they are. I mean, that makes sense, I'm sure, others may argue that you should make them cheaper, even still, with all those things. I mean, I think the main thing is loadouts. I mean, that is like, so many people want that, I feel. Yeah, so many people want that. Loadouts, but I definitely do want more points and new masteries. I mean, they've had, a collective 7 or 8 coming for an eternity now, coming soon. What happened there? Let's address this. Let's revisit. Get this guy. I think I do. Strange. Oh, Falcon. Let's do that. Yeah, I think that would be the solution there. Hawkeye. I ranked this guy to 3 and I haven't really used him at all. Skill though, I mean, that's the thing. So like, I do like skill champs. Um, Pure skill probably would have been pretty broken if they kept it the way it was. I mean, they just ruined it entirely. We're getting a lag here. That's fun. Lag-tastic. Yeah, because I think it was like ignores enemy armor, and it max rank pure skill was like 900 or something. Like it ignored so much armor. So yeah, I could see, I don't know what direction. I mean, my guess would maybe be like for skill class, if they reworked that, and that's the other thing. Going back to masteries here, or staying on that, I wanted to redo the class masteries. I mean, among others, there's a bunch of masteries in there. What the hell is going on here? I don't get what happened there. Is he unstoppable? Bomb. They all need work. Mystic Dispersion, they've already fixed, and you just leave that alone, it's fine. It's working basically exactly as it should. Everything else, I mean, collar tech, I think you could increase. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, 18% at max rank is a lot. Now it takes 5 points, and you have to already allocate 15, but it's significant. Who do I have? I'll come back to that. Let's do this one. Oh, Iron Fist. Oh, there it is. Serum Science. Yeah, no, Tech Collar, I could see just keeping that as it is. I mean, okay. Could see that. Whoa. What is going on here? Oh, we're doing this. Okay, we'll do this then. This is what you want. But like, yeah, Serum Science is only 800, and there's like, for 5 points, it should be like, he's level 1, doesn't do jack. It should be like 4,000 energy resistance or something like that at max rank. It's 900 currently, but then so like the cosmic awareness imbued with sight from Heimdall, I believe it is, 60%. It's like reduces armor up activation or something. Is that what it is? By like 60%. That hurts. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, well, try to get that level 2 in there. Boom. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? Scroll. Yeah, but it's like Cosmic one needs a rework. It needs to like just basically be True Strike. The higher the rank, with any armor ups maybe on any champ, ignore X amount of armor, or some to that effect, or yeah, something, or maybe buff enhancement. I mean, Cosmic is it's the buff class, so maybe that's what the direction you go with it. You know, increases buff duration. That's what I was going to suggest for pure skill. You know, you could go the ignore armor route, but maybe damn. This then. Yeah, maybe you go, you know, increased DOT duration or potency. Both probably too much, but hey, if you want to get creative and you want to get extreme, we can do it. Could do that, right? For pure skill, each rank. Because I mean, you know, it's hard to just say bleed, because then there's a lot of champs in skill class that wouldn't benefit at all from that are really good skill champs, and like, that's not fair, you know. But I mean, I guess, you know, some of those champs, like, you know, Black Widow Deadly Origin, I mean, she has shock. I mean, that could get way out of hand. She can already just blitz through somebody so quickly. You know, you add suicides, boosts, and max pure skill. I mean, maybe that's just ridiculous, and that's the reason they can't do something DOT like that. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe something in that direction. Could be, you know, crits. I mean, all skill champions, you know, kind of rely on crits, and even Crossbones, who doesn't, he still benefits from crits because he gets more furies. Energy. Caught him on the dash back. Yeah, okay. So, and then mutagenesis. It's what currently reduces bleed duration on mutant champions by 2.5 seconds or something at max rank. I think we're just going to go with this. I don't have any other rank 3s. I mean, I guess I could do Miles, but another full science team, you know. Didn't really want to do that. Airwalker? Why not? Yeah. So then you got Tech Collar, Science Serum. Yeah, I mean, that pretty much covers all that. I mean, but like, I don't know. I'd like to see him add something, because there is, you know, Deep Wounds, which applies to bleed. What if you know, another mastery or other masteries that apply to shock or incinerate? You know, I mean, God, I mean, it'd be great if there was a mastery that increased debuff potency, or no, debuff duration, not potency, just duration, but it was a blanket debuffs. That would be pretty ridiculous. I don't know whether it works there. I don't know. Find out. That'd be pretty badass. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's other masteries that they could add that would be awesome. Miguel. Plop. It's like a gumball. Blah. big old spear. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers it for the masteries. I mean, it would be great to get them. They said that was on the game plan for 2022, and I mean, there has not been a whisper. It has been radio silence from Command. Airwalker. But yeah, I think I guess we'll go to 10.5, right? That seems far away. I don't know if I want to do that. I think I'm going to, I'll do one more. Let's do this cable. I didn't even get to Odin yet though, did I? Here it is. Gambit, higher PI than like rank 3s. Ridiculous. Yeah, let's do this. Loadouts, new masteries, 1 point allocation and removal. As in, allow us to do one at a time. Ah. Yeah, Xavier is really, really good. He's a completely different kind of play style, but very, very good champ. I guess he doesn't really need synergies either, huh? Can't do the medium into heavy. Running limber. Ah. Ooh. Why did... Oh, he didn't have an armor up. That's why they didn't stun me, huh? But, I should be stunned like crazy right now. I think that's going to be it. I think that's going to conclude our session here, guys and gals. Yeah, hope you guys had some fun. I will ramble some more. We'll catch you guys later. Peace.